Hello friends, this is Nathan here at the Gold Cove. We are just outside of Detroit in Roseville, Michigan. 25555 Gratiot. Come in and see us. Let's do some business and build a relationship. I think we're seeing now more than ever, it is important to have a relationship with your local coin shop. One of the things we're going to be talking about today is silver stacking regrets. That may be the main thing we're going to talk about. Silver stacking regrets. And also watch till the end because I got a few questions I need you guys to answer. Jump down in there and help us out here in the silver gold community. I think my regrets are different than most people, right? Because I'm a dealer. And although by default I am a stacker because I'm a dealer and I have a lot of stuff, I did get into this business as a silver and gold stacker. And I'm like, hey, that looks like a good business. Let's get in the gold business and the silver business. But my big regret is I can kind of see the pattern in silver where it kind of stays low, rises up a little bit over time, has these huge spikes and then these huge falls. And we have seen it. I know I've had people in here, like that fancy themselves as technical analysts, and they say, oh, this fall we've had, much like we had in 2008, much like we had in the late 70s, falls back halfway before the big rise comes. And I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I think we saw a pretty big rise at 120. These guys seem to think that that was a pullback now down to the 50s, and then it's going to go up again over the 120 mark. I don't know that, but my big regret is like not seeing those big rises and sell heavily into them. And so I did start selling more stuff than usual, but there was still a ton coming in. And so I think my big regret is like, all right, silver's tripled, doubled, quadrupled. Let's get rid of most of it or a lot of it. And because there seems to be, if you look at the history now, there seems to be a prevalent track record of a great buying opportunity again after that. Because most people don't want to get caught short. And I sold all my silver on the rise and then it kept going up and I can't rebuy it. I remember that in the conversations and the threads and stuff as that was happening. Like if you sell your silver now, you may not be able to rebuy it at that price. And some people started selling at 60, 70, 80, 90, kept going up. And then you could imagine the feelings of, not only did I not capitalize on my sale, but now I can't get my silver back. It keeps going up. And guess what? Today it's in the 50s and we can get it back. Continues to keep applying downward pressure, which I think, in my opinion, I think that's what it is this summer. And in the fall, I kind of look for it to stabilize and maybe start to go back up. But I really don't know. I got a shot. My prediction, I got a shot at it. So what I want you to do, my big silver regrets, now you may say, hey, silver's $55. For the greater part of the last 10 years, it was $20, $18, $15, $22. My biggest regret is not going all in, right? And that's valid too. So who knows? Tell me what your biggest silver regrets are. It's good to have goals. I mean, gosh, if you're 40 years old, it may not be appealing to ever really sell, right? And you're just like, I'm still stacking. If it's high, I'm stacking. If it's low, I'm stacking more. And I'm just moving on into, a long-term holdings of gold and silver that does void getting like compounding interest and any of that stuff. But it's simple. I mean, it doesn't require a lot of brain power. Take extra money, buy gold and silver. At the end of the day, you'll have a vault full of treasure. I mean, it's kind of a simple roadmap. Spend less than you make and put it into gold and silver. So I brought a few cool things out. Some of the silver stuff that I imagine I'm going to get some like texts and emails and messages like, oh, I want to buy that. I want to buy this. Some of this, a couple things here are for sale. A lot of it's just in kind of like my deep stack. You buy it and you dump it in the back. We don't see a lot of 50. These aren't this bar could be kind of rare, but the 50 ounce bars are not super rare, but I like them. They got good chunk to them. I don't see them. I probably don't see them monthly. I don't even know if I really see them quarterly. Sometimes they'll come in like 3, 4, 8 at a time, but they don't come in very regular. So I like these 50 ounce bars when I get them. Even this one, right? It's just a cut extruded bar, a little baby to the big regular 100 ounce Englehards that we see every week. But I don't see 50s like that. That might have been the only one I ever bought. And so not extremely rare and valuable, but kind of cool. So we stuff them back. Another thing is a JM 50 ounce bar. That's cool shape, size. Got these Credit Suisse Kilo here. And these I'll see a little bit, but they're just a neat bar. And so some of the cool stuff that we've stuffed in the back that we, I think I got some of these, Caleb, I got some of these Engelhart pours, 100 ounces. Sometimes they'll have cool lines like that. I don't know. I mean, I had these when silver was 100 and I failed to liquidate them. I probably got a couple dozen of them. And I just thought, they're better. They're not. I mean, they are better. They just don't sell for much more right now. They sold for more when silver was $20, but right now, a smart guy would have liquidated a whole bunch more at 100. So some cool silver here. I guess I want to give a quick update on some premiums. We're still holding steady at buying pretty far back a spot. And so I call my peers. One of them is a really strong bullion shop. Actually, they draw people from the neighboring states because they always have a lot of gold and silver, and they're kind of big players, and they're buying. Last time I talked to them, they were buying silver eagles at -5, and I go, well, what are you buying generic at? -5. So they're looking at it at all the same. And I was surprised by that because they're usually more competitive, at least on the eagles. Another guy in my area is buying at -13 still. There's some of the online dealers are still buying at -10. We're fluid. I mean, a lot of what comes in, we're -6, 7. We might move up a little bit on some things, but even when I try to increase my premiums. I know I bought in monster boxes in the last month of silver eagles. Bought one at 70. Gosh, look at it now. It's sitting in the floor of my safe. I didn't buy it cheap enough to hot potato it and wholesale it. I thought I'd just buy it for inventory. I bought another one at 60. Still, again, didn't buy it cheap enough to wholesale it. Was trying to be competitive, sitting on the floor of my vault. So, either you have to buy it really far back as a dealer and hot potato it and still be able to make a profit, or you buy it and probably still a little bit back and you put it in inventory. But either way, it's been tough. It keeps going down, right? It goes down a couple bucks a week, and then it'll flash up $5 and then give that back. So as a dealer, it's tough unless you're buying well under spot, hot potatoing it. We do have guys coming in to buy. We got people that come in and buy 100 ounces at a time every single day lately. But there are still sellers, and there's still stuff rolling in. That's the update. What I want you to do, if you would, is tell us what you see premiums in your shop, and not 6 months ago or stuff this week. And actually, I had a guy call yesterday. Caleb was here. He took the call, and he called me, and he had 1,000 ounces of America the Beautiful coins. And I think Caleb offered spot -5. And the guy's like, no, I need spot. And so Caleb called me and said, hey, Dad, you want to do any better? And I said, well, maybe we can do spot -3. And I think silver's down gold, I said that, but I mean silver. I think silver's down $3 from when I quoted that spot -3. So I'd basically be at 5-ounce America the Beautiful's at spot right now, which I can't wholesale for a profit. People aren't rushing in to buy it. So then that would just be inventory again. So when you guys want to get frustrated at your dealers for not offering a ton right now, that's the battle that we have. I know it's not your battle. I know you're not as concerned with it, but we have good relationships with a lot of customers, so I want you to see our side of things. The guy ended up saying, no, I'm going to wait for spot, and now he's down too. So I don't know how you get spot. I know that I can order America the Beautifuls for very near spot from big dealers, so I'm definitely not paying the public spot for 1,000 ounces just to sit on it and watch it go down. So that's what I want from you guys, if you would. What are your big silver stacking regrets? If you have a victory or two, throw it in there, right? That'd be great to hear. We all need encouragement and just something positive there. Update on what your premiums are at your local store. Around the country, what are people, we're selling pretty low. I mean, we're selling a lot of stuff at $1 over spot. We're running sales at spot. We're running sales on silver dollars and 90% under spot, and we'll do 1 week sales here in the store. And so the premiums aren't bad, but the buyback is what I want to know. What's the buyback in your stores? What are dealers paying under spot or relationship to spot? And what is your silver forecast, right? Are we going to, I see people saying, we're going back to the 30s, we're going to the 20s, we're going to the 40s. And you shouldn't bet a whole lot that we won't be in the 40s. We're only $5 off now. We could be real easy, but I don't know. I really don't know. What is your forecast? Where do you see us heading? Where does it stop? When's it going back up? Give us a tagline, throw it in there. I'm cooking up a topic for next week's video. It's not a It won't be hot off the press like nationally, but it'll be a hot take for sure. And I'm going to have some good advice on that. So make sure you subscribe, follow the videos, throw some comments down in there, and look for us again next week. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching.
Thank you guys for watching our videos, subscribing to the channel, and liking our content. We are truly enjoying this journey on YouTube with all of you, and I hope you guys are as well. Be sure to be subscribed to the channel and notified on all of our content. And most importantly, buy precious metals, and don't forget to check out Cameron's whatnot called Gold Cove Cam on there. Things are going way too cheap. It's exciting. It's fun. I'm on there. Pops is on there. Cams is on there. And yeah, don't forget to, throw in some suggestions in the comments down below of what you want to see. Or if you want to be on film, please also let us know. Take care, everyone. We appreciate y'all. Have a great day.